What if I told you, your life is not random, but also not completely fixed? And there's a system created over 2,000 years ago that tries to map out your life patterns based on your birth data. It's called Bazi. But here's the problem. Most people completely misunderstand what it actually is. When people first hear about Bazi, also known as the 4 pillars of destiny, they usually assume one of 3 things: that it's fortune-telling, that it predicts your future, or that it's just another version of astrology. And honestly, that's understandable. But here's the truth. Bazi is not about predicting fixed outcomes. It's about understanding patterns. The roots of Bazi stretch back for 2,000 years to ancient China during the Han Dynasty. It grew out of traditional Chinese astronomy and the observation of celestial patterns. Early Chinese astronomers, the positions in the Frides and planets at time of a person's birth, a scholar in the year, month, and day of birth to create a 3-pillar structure. Tang Dynasty. It wasn't until the Song Dynasty, hundreds of years later, then the system was perfected by Xu Ziping, who added the hour of birth as the 4th pillar. This addition of the hour pill dramatically increased the system's accuracy and depth, which is why Bazi is sometimes also called Ziping astrology in his honor. Over the centuries, the system was refined and passed down, becoming one of the most respected forms of Chinese metaphysics. At its core, Bazi is a system that analyzes your birth date and time and converts it into a structure made of 4 pillars. Each pillar represents a part of your life, and each of these pillars contains elements based on the 5-element system. Now, instead of thinking of this as something mystical, think of it like a code that describes your natural tendencies, your strengths and weaknesses, the environments where you thrive, and the patterns you may repeat. It doesn't tell you what will happen. It shows you how things are likely to unfold based on structure. Imagine 2 people playing the same game. One starts with better resources. The other starts with disadvantages. Bazi is like your starting setup. It tells you what tools you have, but it doesn't play the game for you. So why do people study Bazi? Not to predict the future, but to make better decisions. When you understand your structure, you stop fighting yourself, and you start working with your natural design. That's where Bazi becomes powerful. And if you want to explore your own chart or go deeper into this system, I've put more resources on my website. You can check it out in the description below. But here's where things get confusing, because if you search online, you'll see Bazi constantly compared to astrology. Some people even think they're the same thing. They're not. So in the next video, I'm going to break this down clearly. What's the real difference between Bazi and astrology? Because if you get this wrong at the beginning, everything else you learn after will be off. I'll see you in the next one.